Well, Thailand's fledgling government is struggling to cope with the country's worst floods in a generation. So far, more than 350 people have died. Thousands moved to safety at Bangkok's second airport are now being evacuated again as the waters continue to rise. And tonight, a new warning has been issued to Bangkok's 9 million residents that all sections of the capital should prepare for flooding. Southeast Asia correspondent Zoe Daniel reports.
The government had vowed to protect Bangkok's second largest airport from flooding, but this water is not easily controlled. Don Mueang Airport is now closed after a dike broke, flooding the airport and the communities to its north. Flights have been cancelled or moved to the main international airport, which is unaffected. But the airport was a government-sanctioned shelter. Thousands of people were living here. Some have come from another further north, already surrounded by floodwater. Today they were preparing to move again, furious with the government's decision to put them in the wrong place.
Nobody wants to live like this, but we're not able to go back to our house. I don't understand why we have to move again. This is Don Mueang. It's the city centre.
Only 3 days ago, the Prime Minister appeared here to tell evacuees that this was a safe haven from flooding that's forced them from their homes. Today they were lost and confused as they contemplated moving again after being flooded out of the refuge too.
People here are waiting for the water to go down so they can go home, but there are crocodiles in my area. I don't dare go back there.
300,000 crocodiles, along with snakes, are said to be roaming floodwater on Bangkok's outskirts and to the north. Water filthy with rubbish, chemicals and human waste may not subside for many weeks, and it's still moving closer to the city.
These buses are going to Chonburi, which is about 100 kilometres from Bangkok, but the reality is that most of these people don't want to go because it's so far away from their homes and they just don't know when they're going to be able to come back. But the government wants to get them out of the city because the reality is we've predicted high tides this weekend. Many more people may need to be evacuated.
We will control the runoff to allow the least possible amount of water into Bangkok, so it floods for the shortest possible time. Then we'll do everything we can to drain the water away as soon as possible.
For now, central Bangkok remains dry, but already tides are challenging barriers along the Chao Phraya River in the city, which has been overflowing into riverside streets and then subsiding.
The wall is broken and the water flowed into the shop very fast. We didn't have a chance to get anything out.
The government's declared the next 5 days public holidays to give people time to prepare or leave ahead of even higher tides, which are expected to exceed the height of the river's floodwalls this weekend. Zoe Daniel, Lateline.